I have this little progression I'm going to play for you guys. Essentially, respectively, it is E minor to D. It's the Planet Caravan thing. Thank you once again to Now You Shred YouTube channel, and there's a link below to the track. Please subscribe to their channel. It's very cool. I love the tracks there. Very cool stuff with riffs on classic tunes. So some of them are very definite, like nods to, I just did one the other day with the Hurricane by Neil Young, and this one is the Black Sabbath Planet Caravan thing. So check it out. Link is below. And also check out my site, LouLombardiRocks.com. So let's get into what I'm going to do. I'm going to play. I'm going to solo on this track. I want to tell you guys though first before we get into what I'm doing, and I might pop onto the mic as I'm going to sort of demonstrate things or just sort of point out what I'm doing. There are a few different scales that I'm going to be using as I do this. One of them is there's the regular 5-note pentatonic scale. Okay. The other one I'm going to use is the 6-note pentatonic scale, sometimes known as the blues scale, which is a so that flatted fifth. Commonly, it's more commonly you guys would play it in a position like this. There's that note, that flat fifth. And I'm also going to play the 7-note blues scale, which includes 2 chromatic areas: the flatted fifth, and then the in addition to the there's the chromatic between the 7th, then the major 7th or the regular 7th, and the root note. So those are I'll be using those, as well as the really interesting thing about this is because the chords are E minor to D. That actually implies 2 different keys simultaneously. It implies, on one hand, probably most naturally, probably the key of G, E minor, G, whatever. It's also the key of D, where instead of the E minor functioning as the relative minor, the 6th degree of the scale, E minor is functioning as the 2nd degree, the 2nd chord in the scale. Something like that. I'll be sort of floating around between those two. And I'll try to point that out as I'm soloing when I do those things. The difference between those is 1 note, it's a C or C sharp. So you either use the key of D or you use the key of G. Okay, and I know a lot of people say, no, it's modal. Well, okay, yeah, you could say it's modal. You could say it is E Aeolian or E Dorian, however you like to say it. I don't particularly like to think too much about modes. I just like to think of the key. That's how I do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And as I go, like I said, I'm going to do my best to sort of point things out. Talking and soloing at the same time, can be a little nerve-wracking, but I will try to sort of point out when I'm doing something. Okay? So let's go ahead and do it and rock out.
Now you shred.
There's your blues scale. 6-note. little G arpeggio there. Now here's that D scale. Hear that C sharp in there? Now here's with the key of G, or E minor, or however you look at it. So you get the idea? Diminished thing. Okay, that was just a little example. A couple different ways you can approach it. Soloing, of course, is there's a lot more to soloing than just what scales that you use. There's all kind of things, and I'll probably give you some of my thoughts on that in future videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and now I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Have a great one, guys.